All right, traders, in this lesson we're looking at the BrickWick bars and we're going to talk about retracement trades with trend. So right here, the market is moving lower. The BrickWick bars are telling us it's moving lower because the system had just had our reversal sell signal right here. Now, you can come up here and grab your ruler, and from the reversal sell, our strategy gets a short right there around 90.79. So at the current price right here, we're up 17 ticks based on this current directional move. Once our momentum signal gets a short, then we start to look at these two values right here. Now currently I'm running a 5x1 BrickWick. Okay, so the 5x1 is 5 ticks per bar, and then it requires a 10 tick move for reversal. One tick above that will print a different color bar in either direction. So you'll note that right here, 90.62 is the low, 90.72 is the high. So there's our 10 ticks. If we get a close one tick above here or at 90.73, then we'll switch back and we'll get a green candle. So after we've identified with our momentum trading signal that we're in a bear market, now what we look to do is we look to buy or sell based on the strategy. So if I've got a momentum sell, then I want to look for the retracement trade, which is to sell with trend. So this white bar right here tells me that during this price action, let's come back over here, we'll grab the crosshair, that we had a low right there of 90.68. The market rallied back here to 90.78, almost changed colors from black to green because this rally was 10 ticks. But then you'll see that rather than go one more tick higher at 90.79, which would have produced a green candle, instead it went 10 ticks higher, stopped, rolled back over here, and then printed our next bar here at 90.67. So the current trade that you see right here, the way to take advantage of this in the retracement trades is very simple. Whether you're better at adding or subtracting doesn't matter. Okay? A, we can take the value of this. This is my bar counter right here doing the work. I can take the bar counter minus 3 ticks, and I can place a limit order right there. So 72 minus 3, 69. Right-click in the chart, place a sell limit. You see that we get filled right there on the sell limit. Now, I know that at 90.72, one tick above that, 90.73, this bar will reverse, and it'll show us a bullish move. I'm going to pull this up right here so we can move this lower. All right, so now for my protective stop, I want to look for a 3-bar reversal exit. So at 90.72, 73 would be one green bar. A print one tick higher would produce another green bar. One tick higher would produce another green bar. So I'm going to place my protective stop at 76. So I take the value here minus 3 to get in. I take the bar counter right here, 72, plus 4, and that becomes my protective stop. Now you'll note from the time that we got short here, as the market pulls back and literally just retests the low of this BrickWick bar, I'm up right there, 69 down to 62, which is 7 ticks. All right, now, as we see the bars right here, one of two things will happen. We'll rally right here, and you'll note this is fantastic for scalping. And so when we're doing our testing, we can back test in the replay mode like we're doing now. We can also take a look at the bars and know that this particular candle right here rallied back to the highest high before it rolled back over and then made a new low. All right, now there's the replay. I'm at, right here, you'll note that I'm at 10 times the normal trading speed. So you see that we got 1, 2, 3 green bars possibly. We'll see where this guy right here closes. If it prints 75, it's going to go ahead and turn green to validate we've had a 3-bar reversal with, or a counter to the existing trend. Now, once I've put the position on, then I can come over here, left click, and that's going to speed it up. I can go now to 50 times normal trading speed. Now you'll note that this is at 1 o'clock in the morning, but it's slow enough that it works really nicely for teaching. We wouldn't typically be trading during this period, but you can see the bar setup. You can see the price action inside of each bar. Now right here, if we trade back down and we close below 90.64, so 90.63 or lower, that bar will go back to black. There it is. So there's a little 2-bar reversal right there. So right now on regular charts, we'd see a double bottom. We've got a test of the 62. We popped back up to 74, pulled back down to 63. So on a 150 tick chart, this would produce a double bottom price action. Let's go to 200 times. There we go. So there we just saw a flush in volume. Now let's slow this back down. When you want to slow your replay down, just click on the main button again. So we had our profit target in there. Now remember, we were at 100 times normal speed, so it normally doesn't happen like that. We attained our profit target. Now we're ready to sell again. Price has made a new structure low. We had this little 3-bar reversal. We'll learn more about how to trade that setup in the future. All right, now here again we've got 90.60 minus 3 ticks is 90.57. Right there, let's place the sell limit. If we pop back up to 90.59, 90.60, there we go, we got filled. Now my protective stop will be 90.60, this guy here, plus 4 ticks. So I put it at 64. Now as soon as I place that at 90.64, I recognize my current position is short. My protective stop in crude oil is at 90.64. So here's the verbiage. If short, then stops that end in 0.5 go to 0.6. Targets that end in 0.5, 0.4 or 0.5 go to 0.6. So we had the 0.4 right up here as well. So anytime I have a protective stop that ends in a 4 or a 5, I automatically round up when you're short. And then let's just take a look. Our profit target down here is at 90.15. If short and my stop ends in a 4 or 5 round up, we've already taken care of that. If short, then targets that end in 4 or 5 also round up to 6. So I would move that up to 90.16. Now again, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. We can take a look. If a target ends in a 0 and I'm short, I always round up to 1. Now let's see if we can roll over. This time, I'm going to move my target all the way down here, and we're going to see if we can catch a runner. Not only that, but I'm going to come to my active ATM. I'm going to do a 1 lot on a 9x7. So this will be a momentum trade. And I'm basically going to say, look, if the market penetrates this 90.50, I'm going to sell on a stop at 1 tick below. That'll get me short as the market moves lower with some directional momentum behind it. So we've done 1 retracement trade winner. We could have done the momentum sell here for a winner. I've got my momentum sell set up right here at 90.49. So obviously if we print 49, 48, 47, then it'll get me short. Now I can take my replay feature, left click, and I'll take it up to 10, 15 times normal price action speed. Now we're literally trading 15 times faster than we would have seen it in real market timing. Now look at that move right there. So we'll come back, I'll slow it down. So my momentum sell signal right there, right here is where our momentum trade was at 49. So here we had a nice push in volume. We got filled on our entry, we got filled on our profit target, and as you can see, we're still short the balance of the position. Now I'm going to pull my protective stop down to 46. You can see here how easy it is to identify a double bottom right here with price symmetry. We're still in a bear continuation pattern. So I'm going to do another momentum sell. I'm going to take the lowest low, go 1 tick below it, and place a sell stop. Now remember, that sell stop has an automated buy profit target and an automated buy protective stop with it. Then I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to go to 41 right there. So we'll lock in another 12 ticks on the balance of the position. So beautiful example right here of a trending market. Easily identified, we've got black candles, bearish. Easily identified, the market is staying below our volatility bands right here. Now let's see if we can catch another momentum sell. You'll note we've got a very easy identified triple bottom. There's the 9019s. Now let's see right here, gang. See my 9030? I'm going to trail my stops a little bit more aggressively. I'm going to go 36. Let's move this back up. Now, there's the fill. Now it's going to place a buy stop well up here. So I'm going to pull this down, tighten the stops up. Now remember, I got short right there at 90.19. I've already seen 6 ticks as a profit. Now the key thing here is that with that additional 6 ticks, that's a quick $60. And when these markets are moving like crude oil tends to do, I'll trail my stops now to 21. Out at break even on that one. But you'll note from the 90.19, we got a low at 90.11. So a 6-7 tick target would have been filled. And these momentum trades typically will give us, we could risk 10 to make 6 with a high degree of accuracy. Now we're still short from the previous signal. I'm going to trail my stops even further. We'll go 22 right here. Again, 4 ticks above. Puts my protective stop at 26. And we'll let this one roll. We could continue this sell-off and go down and grab that level. Now again, gang, regardless of when you're watching this educational video, forget about the price action, forget about the time. The primary thing that you're focused on when you're in the replay mode is, what do I see? What does it mean? We attach meaning to what we see, and then what do I do based on that meaning? So what we've seen here is we've seen a beautiful bear move in the crude oil market. So when I see black candles on my BrickWick chart, that means we're in a bear continuation pattern. When I see the market rally inside of that, it's going to start to paint white bars. Now you can modify your colors. But when we see this little pop right here, that means in real time, if I would have had a limit order resting here, I would have gotten filled short on my limit order. By the time we come down here, we are already in a really nice profit position. This particular lesson is focused on the 5x1 BrickWicks, so we know that if we rally right here and then we print one new black bar, we're already up $60 to $70 in crude oil. And we can go back and we can look at the number of times that those types of signals occur in these big trends. So from the time we broke below our swing major at 90.73, I could have sold this retracement, quick winner. Sold this retracement, winner. Sold this retracement, winner. Sold this retracement, winner. As we continue in this bear continuation pattern. We've also identified how easy it is to spot these double bottoms and then how to place the protective stops. So what do I see? I see black BrickWick bars forming. What does that mean? It means that we're in a bear continuation pattern. What do I do based on that meaning? Number one, we've looked at one way to trade the retracement trade. Number two, we've looked at another way to trade momentum breakouts. We'll let this one go right here. And then obviously we can go to the replay 101 and we can take a look at the performance. So let me pause this right here. All right, now let's pull over the replay. And in the replay center, what you'll note right here is A, from your control center, left click on account performance. B, left click on advanced. C, note all the different accounts that I've got, demo accounts, some of my real-time and live accounts. Uncheck this right here. I'm only interested in the replay 101. C, you can come over here and uncheck all instruments. Come down here. This happens to be the November 2014 contract in crude. Whatever contract you've run your replay on, regardless of when you're looking at it, that's the one that you want to select. I just leave all templates and all providers checked, and then you can left click generate. Be sure that the date that you've chosen here includes the date range that you've got right here. So I've gone all the way back to 10/1 to include what we just saw. So we see right here that all of our trades were on the sell side. We made $530 in about 2 hours. Again, this was pre-market. Those of you that are in Europe, this would have been during your trading session, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Time. We come down here, we see that we had 4 winners. We had 3 winners and 1 loser. We had 1 momentum trade that was a small loss. So we had a 75% accuracy and, again, $530. Okay, we can go further. We can look at graphs, hit the drop down right here, and then you can come in and analyze. So when you run your replay mode for a period of time, come over here. Let's move the data box out. And for example, if you run the replay for 1 or 2 or 3 days in a row, come back over here and now take a look at distribution in your drop down in the graphs. Number 2, make sure that you've got all, long and short, all on winners and losers, and then come here and look at the entry time. Right now I'm noting the hour. So right here it shows 00, which basically is midnight, and then this is 2 a.m. So on the trades that we entered here, we made money, and on the trades that we entered here, we made money. The other thing, obviously, this is a single day of week, but you can also come here and you can look at your day of week distribution. For example, my momentum trader on crude oil hasn't had a loss on Monday, or I'm sorry, on a Thursday in 12 months. So when we look at that, there are different things that we might do. Number 1, we can increase our position size on that particular Thursday. Number 2, we may literally only trade Thursdays and basically trade 1 day a week. That's what this additional information allows us to look at. So again, this is my day of week analysis, and then this is my time of day, the TOD analysis and the DOW analysis. So great way to work inside. Let's cancel that. I don't want to close the control center. And then we'll go back here. A great way to work with your replay feature. What do I see? What does it mean? What do I do? Same thing over and over. The most important thing, traders, from the trading psychology perspective is that right here, we're taking the exact same action, seeing the exact same data, and we can actually increase the speed here. So when you are watching this data occur at 6 times its normal speed, and you're able to come in here and make the decisions, it's only because of that repetition. Now you literally, it's just monkey see, monkey do. So when you're making proper decisions right here in a simulation account, in your replay account, you're creating that neuroassociative conditioning. You're attaching, what do I see? What does it mean? What do I do? Critical, critical, critical to your long-term trader success. So I hope this video helped you out. Make sure to stay engaged. More videos to come in this series. We'll see you at the next training.